We have a few scattered showers this evening, then a cold Tuesday before temperatures start to climb.
Police are investigating a deadly shooting near the Amazon Fulfillment Center in the West Plains. Tonight, what we know about what happened. Plus, less than a week after the state Supreme Court struck down Spokane's voter-approved anti-homeless camping law, the City Council weighs in. New tonight, what they decided about the future of Prop 1.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. First up tonight, it's official. The City of Spokane will not reinstate Proposition 1. The City Council made that decision in a vote tonight, less than a week after the state Supreme Court struck down the law. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy joining us live in the newsroom tonight with more on the council's vote and what it means. Connor?
Well, this is a big deal. Proposition 1 was very popular with voters. It passed with nearly 75% voter support, but tonight in a 4-3 vote, Council voted against reinstating it. First, some background. Prop 1, which passed in 2023, banned camping within 1,000 feet of parks, schools, and daycares. A violation would be a misdemeanor. Voters overwhelmingly supported it as a way to rein in homelessness, camping across the city, especially downtown. But last week, the state Supreme Court struck it down, arguing that Prop 1 went outside the legal bounds for a local initiative. But the High Court did not make a ruling on the merits of the law, meaning that City Council could have reinstated it with an ordinance. Tonight, that's what Councilmember Michael Cathcart tried to do, with members Jonathan Bingle and Zach Sapone joining him. But in the end, their efforts fell short, with Council voting 4-3 against reinstating it.
I'm totally open to changes that would broaden the scope and allow for additional considerations, but I don't think that there is any reason that we can't put this back into place while we debate those other changes.
I think we deserve to give the chief a little bit of time to come to us with his officers when he staffs that, to see what that would look like realistically and sustainably around Prop 1 and all the issues that surround us.
The city's unlawful camping ordinance, which went into effect before Proposition 1, remains in place and is enforceable if shelters are not full. So what happens to Prop 1 moving forward? That's not entirely clear. But for now, it's off the table despite its popularity with voters. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Thank you very much. Also tonight, the Spokane City Council voted to ban the address, a move aimed at helping those experiencing homelessness land a job. The ordinance prohibits businesses in Spokane from asking for an applicant's address until after the job offer has been made. City Council says the ordinance enhances fair chance hiring practices, ensuring qualified job applicants are not excluded from consideration based on their lack of a physical address or their housing status. It passed with a vote of 6-1 tonight. Now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. Tonight we're still trying to learn more about a deadly shooting near the Amazon Fulfillment Center west of Spokane today. That shooting happened near the intersection of West Geiger and Hayford Road. Deputies responded to the scene just after 2 this afternoon after a caller reported seeing a man shoot another man and said several people were fleeing the area. Deputies say when they arrived, they found a man who had been shot on the side of the road. He died at the scene. They also detained a man running through a field in the area, but no word tonight on who that person is or if they were charged. The woman dragged out of a Coeur d'Alene town hall meeting back in February is taking legal action. Teresa Bornpaul filed a tort claim today. That's a civil legal action where someone seeks compensation for damages caused by another party's actions. She claims her rights were violated. Last week, the Coeur d'Alene City Prosecutor's Office officially charged 5 security guards for forcibly removing Bornpaul and at least 3 others in the crowd. Charges include battery and false imprisonment. And closing arguments began today in the Arizona murder conspiracy trial against Lori Vallow-Daybell. Vallow-Daybell did not stand to testify in her own defense. She is the Idaho woman on trial in Arizona for conspiring to kill her former husband, Charles Vallow. She's already been convicted of killing her 2 kids in Idaho. And that's it for your night beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. Mourning continues at this hour tonight following the death of Pope Francis. The Pope died today at the age of 88. Vatican officials gathered late Monday to seal his apartment at the Apostolic Palace, a procedure that follows the death of all pontiffs. According to a death certificate shared by Vatican officials, Francis died after having a stroke that put him into a coma and led to irreversible heart failure. The death certificate also made note of his other health issues, notably his recent bout of double pneumonia that kept him in the hospital for 5 weeks.
The best masters in the world. And again, I am not near them, but to have the work there is for me it's just an amazing story, really.
A story spanning miles to connect Spokane with Rome, how a piece of the Lilac City became a permanent installation in Vatican City. That story coming up in just 6 minutes tonight. All right, let's talk weather now, shall we? Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Goose standing outside in the Outdoor Weather Center at this hour. Overall, not a bad day, Jeremy, though a bit chilly right now.
Yeah, those temperatures are dropping quick now that some of our moisture is exiting the region. Down in the 40s already and dropping. With the dew point of 27, it is very likely we are down near or below freezing across much of the region. And for that reason, we have frost advisories and freeze warnings in effect tomorrow morning. These will run through 9 a.m. for parts of central Washington and down across the Lewis and Clark Valley. Everywhere is going to be down below freezing tomorrow morning. Even us here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, Deer Park and Newport, Sandpoint and down in the Palouse. There will be pockets below freezing. The reason we are not advisory or warning those is because freezing is very normal for those locations. We clear out and tomorrow it's all about the sunshine. Sunshine dominates the forecast the next few days. 60 degrees tomorrow, maybe a couple of afternoon clouds, and that is it. 64 on Wednesday, 70 and sunny by Thursday, and it's looking real nice on Friday as well. It's all about the warm up from here, Mark.
All right, sounds good. Jeremy will check back in with you later in the show. Meantime, coming up on KREM 2 News tonight, while the number of infants born addicted to drugs is declining nationwide, that is not the case in Spokane County. More on that investigation coming up in 8 minutes.